Habarigani Riches, welcome to the channel. And today I'm going to share with you how I pack up for a work trip. I got to leave tomorrow. I'm going to show you how I pack some of my beauty items that will hopefully give you some tips when you pack for your trip. I'm going to make sure that I take some contact drops, because a lot of times when I work, I like to wear contact lenses so I don't have to keep up with an extra pair of glasses. And sometime during the day, those contacts, my eyes might get dry. So I'm going to make sure I take some of this drop. Also, because I'm working in a doctor's offices and I'm going to be here, I'm going to be there, I always like to have some hand sanitizer. You know, these ones. But I actually like this one. Now, I'm taking a little shea butter. This shea butter, you know, can be used for a multitude of things. You can even use it to remove your makeup. But I have a little sample container that I got from a makeup store, and I just filled it up with some shea butter. And I'm going to use this for my lip moisturizer, or, you know, anything that I need some moisture with. So I would advise you to take any of your sample containers and reuse them. But what really inspired me to make this video is my Sephora Z palette that I got right here. I've actually been working on depotting all of my eyeshadows, and I ordered a couple of Z palettes, but I actually saw a palette on Amazon called the Adept palette, and I've depotted a lot of eyeshadows. This palette says it can hold, I don't know, 100 or 200 shadows, I don't know. But this is what I've been working on. I'm trying to get it organized where I have all neutrals on this side and colors on this side, but I'm still working on it. This is actually magnets on both sides. And no, I'm not taking this on my trip, but I did take out some of my main eyeshadows that I could use for the trip. So that's why I wanted to show you this. And I took out the eyeshadows and put them in this little teeny compact palette. And also for my foundation, I took out my AJ Crimson so that I don't have to take the whole kit. I just took out two of the ones that I would wear the most. So I have sort of a brow highlight, which is the AJ Crimson, and I have sort of a all over foundation, but I'm going to use it to spot as a spot foundation. All of this is magnetic. You just plop it right in, and that's what I love about these Z palettes. Now for the shadows, I picked of course neutrals, because I like neutrals. The black will be used to help me make an eyeliner. The brown, I can actually use that to fill in my brows. And then we have an all over shade color. I have a color that I can use under my brow, and then if I want to do a touch of orange sometime. So that's the logic behind what I picked. I'm not sure if I'm going to add anything else to it. Although, look, I can just put my little shea butter in there, and that will close right up in the palette too. So I feel like this is a pretty universal palette I have right here. I have my foundation, I have my eyeshadows that can sub for brow colors and eyeliner colors. I have another sample container that I used when I went on another trip, and I put foundation in it. So I may take some liquid foundation, I may not. Normally when I go on trips, I do not take my foundations out of the house. I just squirt some out, because I know that this I only need a pump. So I'm on the fence as to whether I'm going to take some foundation, but if I do, it will be in this little sample container. Take my travel perfume. It's called Juliet Has a Gun. I love this smell. But in doctor's offices, we don't really wear perfume. I'm just going to take this just in case. I wear essential oil when I go into the doctor's office, because it's not as fragrant, and it's more natural smelling. The main thing I'm going to be wearing on my face, though, is a face powder. And so I think I'm going to take this Bare Minerals face powder. to do all over. I'm going to find a travel mascara, and I'm going to try to get away with only a couple of brushes. Now I did have a makeup sponge I want to take. I found this at Burlington Coat Factory, and it's a sponge holder for your makeup sponges. And so I love this sponge. This is the Sonia Kashuk one. I haven't used it in a minute because I purchased a beauty blender, and I don't even know where that is now. But I'm not going to take either one of those out. I'm going to take the sponge that came with the actual sponge holder. I'm sure it's a little cheapy sponge. So just in case something happens, I'm not going to be too upset if I leave that. So far, I just have these items along with my hand sanitizer and my eye drops. And a little perfume. I will see you on the next video. Peace.